Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Oh, some strong running. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Ashton Jeanty, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Chargers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
On the ground, this is Marion Hampton.
Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. 2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Hampton.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The Chargers have 8 and 6 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
A good sign on the opening drive. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert now. Finds Johnston.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Quick Johnston hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And we are tied at 7.
The game at 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2 yards to go, second down.
Back to throw. Mace.
That's caught. It's Dante Thornton.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
13 yards.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On first down, it's Genty. Running right through him.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
94 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Genty. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Looking to throw. Mace. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jakobi Meyers from 8 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year.
Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Raiders 14, Chargers 7.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 9 overall. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And we are tied at 14.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
They're on the 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. The slot man in motion right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something that lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now it's Herbert. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Herbert going to give to Hampton.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Now the ball comes loose.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The rookie from Clemson looking good on that one. He gets his guys a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now he'll try to run with this.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
That's complete. Jeanty out of the backfield.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Ashton Jeanty.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Raiders 21, Chargers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Second down and 4.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
From the 41, here's second and 4.
Regular. Watch twist.
Here's Herbert.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
First and 10.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A run straight ahead with Genty. Down to the 42, second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down at 7. They'll go again with Genty.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
An even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw. Mace. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tucker. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Up the middle, it's Genty.
The solids, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Ashton Genty
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Chargers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To the air again, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And that is incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. On the draw, here's Jeanty.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
126 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Right back to Genty on first down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught by Myers. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
On the give, Genty.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Now a toss, left side, Genty.
And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try. And now time has run out on this first half. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game started the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Stay at home. Stay at home.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Up the middle, it's Hampton.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Intended for number
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for a run day, Incomplete. Darian Porter on the coverage.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
Here's J.K. Scott now,
Formation.
as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll field this at the 5. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start on the ground with Jeanty. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 6-yard line.
Back to throw. Mace. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. They'll try to run for it with Jeanty.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Once again, it's Jeanty.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw.
Mace. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side.
And up to the 3rd and 5 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A run out of the gun with Jeanty.
Busts through the tackle. And some room to roam now.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 166 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Mace. Got his man. It's Thornton. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
On the zone read, a give to Genty.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Mace.
Tucker hauls it in over the middle.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 16.
1st down, Raiders.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Mace. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Off the play fake. Mace.
Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
On the give, Genty.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On the ground with a tight end. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. The kick by Carlson is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
So you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
So
8.
from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. A run once more with Hampton.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Hampton.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
27-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. From the gun, Bigsby.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mace. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
I got him, on me.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.